to a citizen, fool. Citizen to a citizen, fool.
Key to life.
Another one.
And now, our feature presentation.
In conversation every single time it happens, and it just continues to happen. And, you know, the ability to get a gun, the ability to, to do these things over and over and over, and there's been no change is literally ridiculous. It makes no sense that we continue to lose innocent lives, and, on campuses, on schools, at shopping markets, and, movie theaters and all type of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the fact that we haven't changed anything, it's actually been a lot easier to actually be able to own a firearm. It's stupid.
All right, citizens. So that was King James. Let me stop. A little flustered, so let me go ahead and do my intro. We're back with another episode of So that was King James. I respect everyone's opinion, and I respect him as a human being, a role model, an athlete. He's done great things, as many people have done great things. So he had some commentary about the recent UNLV shooting. My heart's thoughts and prayers go out to all the victims, dead or alive. This continues to happen. These mass shootings, 44,000 so far this year. This is not the second for Vegas, but it just brings everybody back to, I think it was October 1st, 2017, where 60 people were killed. I think it's the largest mass shooting in the United States. It's not good. Something must be done about it. Let me roll in the clip if you haven't seen it.
Details on a college campus killer in Las Vegas. Investigators say 3 people were killed in a shooting at UNLV that had campus security telling students to run, hide, or fight. Eyewitness News reporter Rob McMillan live now in Las Vegas tonight with some late-breaking new details on this investigation. Rob.
Right. ABC News has learned that law enforcement believes the shooter is a 67-year-old college professor identified as Tony Polito, who had recently applied for a job here at UNLV but was denied. Law enforcement also saying that they believe that many of the victims here were not students, but rather faculty and staff, suggesting to them that this shooting might not have been random, but targeted.
So, something must be done, but what we can't do is especially when you have a platform where millions are listening and looking up to you, is say things like the gun laws or what we have in place. We've made it easier to obtain firearms. This gentleman, Tony or Anthony Polito, he obtained his firearm just like anybody else would. Filled out a 4470. Well, let me caveat. Any law-abiding citizen would. He filled out a 4473. They did a background check. This guy, he snapped.
The white folk always getting killed at work. Black folk will never get killed at work. So we know when it's gonna be trouble, don't we? Walk in with a trench coat and a duffel bag, we know he ain't there to sell Avon.
He applied for a job, he didn't get the job, and he snapped. It was clear that he went after faculty only. He passed hundreds of students. He had, I believe it was 11 magazines on him, and he snapped. He gained access to the campus, went in the building, and started shooting faculty members. And subsequently killed by police. They responded, as fast as they could, and neutralize the threat. People obtain guns in many ways, legally and illegally. We can't put out to America or to different countries that we're making it easy to purchase firearms. We're not. There's the NICS system. You fill out a form. I wish there was a statistic. I don't wish this, but it'd be nice if there was a statistic that showed killings or shootings with legally purchased firearms by the owner of that firearms versus stolen firearms. Police officers get firearms stolen out their cars, homes. Regular people get firearms stolen out their homes. They obtain it. Some people, illegal criminals, obtain it through straw purchases. There's many ways to get firearms. It's out there, and that needs to change. It's a huge task to go ahead and turn that boat around. But we can't sit here and just say we're making laws, we're making things easier, making it easier to purchase firearms.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's not what happened here. This man purchased a firearm. He snapped. This goes into my previous episode on Two-Way Talk, where we talked about the intersection of mental health and gun violence. Clearly, this 67-year-old man, felt that he deserved this job and he didn't get it and he snapped. We don't know what he was going through. At this point, we don't care. When you make a decision to go ahead and take human life with no regard to their families or those people, I can't tell you that I care so much about, your current status. Currently, he's dead. I don't know if I should call it quick justice. Maybe that's too mean or too soon, but it's probably what the families would have wanted. You're not just going to kill my family member, and I don't know. I'm frustrated about this one for several reasons. One of them, it keeps happening. We have to figure out what the problem is. Guns are not the issue. Guns are a tool. I've never seen a gun load itself, pick itself up, and fire at anyone. I know this for a fact because I've got like 30, 40 of them, and guess what? None of them have attacked me or any of my neighbors or any of my friends or any of my family. I'm being really sarcastic, but we have to look at certain things. We have to look at the stresses that people are going through, and figure out how we can help these people, identify them, and try and help them out. I'm not sure why this 67-year-old man was looking for a job. I think that's retirement age. Maybe he didn't plan well. It's irrelevant, right? Some people just want to get out the house to get a job, but you just don't go killing people. And we can't make statements. I think the gist of this episode, I'm rambling and going all over the place, but what really sparked it and what really made me want to do this episode on this topic is we cannot have people with huge platforms telling the world that we're making it easier to purchase firearms, because that's just not the case. Right? If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Just wanted to put this out there. Stay safe, stay vigilant, stay aware. If you see something, say something.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again.
Citizen to a citizen.
Key to life.
You're still here. It's over.
Another one.